everybody. This is Uni Park from CST Korea. Today's session is about the price list for SAP Business by Design, which will be presented by our SAP consultant, Priyanka Rajput. So Priyanka, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Uni. Thank you everyone for joining the call. I will start my session for today. So everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So the topic for today's session is price list in SAP Business by Design. So before I start, I will tell you about the agenda for today. This is the agenda where first we will talk about the overview of price list. Then I will show you how we can create the price list in the demo system, and then how these price lists work for the sales document. And then we will have the key takeaways and the summary for the session, following by the Q&A. So before that, I'll tell you what is the price list. So partners and customers who are selling a lot of products and services in SAP Business by Design. So for those products and services, we need to maintain the price and discount master data in the system. What is the pricing? Pricing is based on price master data such as price list and discount list, which are used to automatically calculate pricing within all business documents for sales and service processes. A predefined pricing procedure is used to determine the gross value the customer has to pay for certain products or services to be received on a certain day at a certain place. The pricing procedure consists of price components such as list price, discount, surcharges, freight, taxes, and costs. The order of these price components is essential for the calculation of the total value. So it's telling us about that what is exactly in the pricing. So whenever we have a pricing set in the system, it will affect the price list, surcharges, discount, and then on the basis of those components, the net value will be calculated. Effective management of product pricing is a key factor in improving your company's financial performance. The pricing view provides you with one central location for managing price components and allows you to streamline your pricing process. These price components are then used throughout the system. For example, when you add a product to a sales order, the system uses the relevant price and all relevant discount list to determine the price for the customer. So it's telling us that when we set up the price list and discount list, and whenever we choose that product, then system will do the calculation for us and then do the pricing accordingly. Okay, I'll show you in the system now. That's not it.
Priyanka, one thing, so we lose your voice.
Sorry?
We lost your voice.
I'm not saying anything right now.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry.
So it's like I have just logged in the system and we have the work center product and service portfolio. There we have the price list. So we have to remember that the user who is going to create the price list should have the access to this work center. So I'll go to the price list now. Yeah. So we have these price list and they comes according to the configuration. Whatever business configuration we do in the scoping and based on the question we mark, then we can able to see the different discount or this different price list. So I will tell you first what is exactly these price lists are, give you the brief demo, brief explanation. So first is the base price list. This is the base price list. Maybe we can choose a company or something, and then we can just make a price list for that. This will be the base of the product's price list. Then there's a base price list by product category. This first price list is according to the products, and the second one is according to the product category. Like we have different product in the system. Some of are them the assets, equipment, services. So these kind of product category, when they are defined, then according to that, we can set up a price list for that particular product category. Then we have the distribution chain price list. This is according to the, we have the distribution channel, like direct or indirect. That comes under these two type of direct. Like if there is a sales organization which have the direct sales, then it will be affecting that product. We have the then same distribution chain price list by the product category, based on the product category of the product. Then we have the customer group specific price list, where we have a, in the customer master data, we have the customer group defined. These kind of group we can define. According to that, here we can set up the price list according to the customer group. So these all are depend on the requirement by the customer, what kind of price list they use for their company, for the products. Then this is according to the evaluation on the product category. Here we will have the company ID as well, but different evaluation will be there. The sales org, distribution channel, and then the company ID. And then here we define by the product category. So it's kind of that it will be like highly evaluated, and then it, on the basis of that, the product will be defined. Same as currency dependent, like if we are taking the US dollar or Korean won, according to that, there will be the price list. Then the campaign specific, if we have the target group, and on that we have created the campaign. Whenever anyone is buying the product according with the help of that campaign, through that campaign, then the price list will be updated according to that. And then we have the company specific price list. So the system is having 2-3 companies. According to that, we can set up a price list. For example, a laptop is like different prices is there because of the different companies. Maybe these companies are in the different countries. So according to country wise, they have set up a price list for their company. So then we can use this. Now I will give you the example of the base price list, that how we can create this and how it affects the sales order. So we will go to the new base price list. We will give the name here. Here we can give the validity, that from which date till when it will be effective, like when it is going to be like if there is any changes that you want to do it for the 1 year, then we can just mention the 1 year date here. It's 1.5 year here. Here we can choose the currency, that which currency is going to be used there. I'll take US dollar here. Then here I can take the product. So I have some product which do not have the price list right now. So I'll take some of them. And for this, my company has decided $200. So I will set up it here. So before you want to know the difference, like how it is going to affect. So first I'll show you a sales order where I'll take the same product and you will see that there is no price there. And what happens when I create this base price list? We can take any customer here. Yeah. So most often whenever we create a sales document, there is an error message that mandatory list price missing for the price calculation. So this is nothing is, but it is about the price that we maintain in the system. So list price is not here because we have not maintained anything for this product. So when I have just to enter the details here, I will save this and then release. Okay, it's saying validity still exists. Okay, so now it's about the date, which date I'm taking here. Okay, let me create a new sales order. Okay, now you see that when I added this product, the list price has come and there is no error. This is how the price list work in the sales document. The price will be coming automatically from the price list from here. If I show you that how you can see the like what price we have set up for the product, we will go to the product master data. Yeah. So here in the sales tab, we have this. We will go to the product master data, then the sales tab, and then in the sales tab, we need to go to the sales price. Which is not showing here.
It's not showing because currently it is not active. It will become active from 29th of June.
Yeah. Right. Thank you, Hari. So here I have taken the date for 29th June because there was already the validity existing for today's date. So in the sales document also it's showing because here I have took the date after the 29th June. But when we see the master data, then it will be reflecting after 29th June. So maybe I can show you the existing one. If I check the existing price list, maybe this one. So we have this product. This product I will show you. So I'm showing you that how we can see the existing price list for that drug. I think it's a service. Yes, now go to the sales tab and have a sales price. Now you can see that for this particular service, there are two price lists which has been set up. One is the direct, I think this is the distribution channel base, and another is this is for the ABC company or something.
Customer basis price list, because you could see the customer here.
Yeah, this is the customer base. This is account of the customer. So here we can check the price list this way. So now I will tell you about the discount list, that how discount works on these products. So I'll go to the same work center and the work center view. Just write next to price list, discount list. So the SAP BYD system also gives us the many discount list like these, and we also have the option to create a customized discount list. But for that, the requirement should be very specific because otherwise it will do the inconsistency in the system. So first is the overall customer discount. So discount list is nothing but a discount on the according to the requirement of the product for the company, for the customer group or the product category. So how much discount we are going to give on the product when it is bought by the customer. Now first is the overall customer discount. In the overall customer discount, we have to choose a particular customer, a specific one. So whenever anyone is buying any, whenever we are going to sell any product to them, then there will be the particular discount. Then there's the customer group discount. So we have to set up the customer group. According to that, we can set up a discount. Then there the hierarchy basis, that which hierarchy the customer is following. According to that, we can give them the discount. Then there the customer specific discount products. This is on the specific products and the customer, that if we have a customer name as heat transfer, and we have a lot of products, but we are going to give them the discount on 5 products. So we can specify which products are those. Then we have the customer specific discount product category. So here we have the product, and here we will have the product category for that specific
예,
customer.
교수님. 아, 예, 예. 네. 네.
Yep. Priyanka, you can make a mute.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, same way we have the hierarchy specific and the product category. So these are the combinations then coming in the next product discount list. Then this is the campaign discount. That on a particular campaign, we can set up a discount whenever a customer will buy the product. So I'll give you the demo on the overall customer discount. So if I choose the heat transfer only, sorry, yeah, transfer discount. Here I have to choose the customer ID, and then I can set up that how much percentage I want to give. So to make it look different, I will take 15%. So this percentage will be deducted from the product every time we have this customer chosen. I'll save it. Okay, fine. Now if I'll go to the same sales order, okay, maybe I will do the another one for you. So first I'll take the product and then the customer to show you the difference. Product, I'll take the same one. Okay, it's not coming right now. I have mentioned that. Okay, I can take any customer and then I'll show you the. Yeah. So right now I've taken this product and there's a random customer. So the list price is coming $200. Net price is also, net value is also the same. Now here, according to this discount list, I have taken heat transfer. So whenever the heat transfer will be taken, there will be the 15% discount. So now I will change the customer to heat transfer here. Yeah. Now you see there's a difference from the previous sales order, that there was no 15% discount. As soon as I took the heat transfer according to this discount list, then it has reflected here in the item level. Yes. So this is how the price list and the discount list work in the system. Yeah. So this is from my side, and I would like to know if anyone having any doubt, any questions in the system or in the theory, they can ask me.
Yeah, Priyanka. So I'm Hari Krishna. I'm having one query. So query, let's say we have multiple type of price list. Company specific price list, customer specific price list, or let's say base price list, right? If we are maintaining multiple price lists, then how system would determine then which will need to be picked? Let's say if I have maintained more than one price list, then how the system will determine the priority?
I have another question.
Yes.
So the by design is looks very nice. So you can maintain the every specific the account based on the price and discount also.
Mhm.
So let's say the typical customers might have multiple discount list and the price list.
Yes.
Is there any reports to have an overview all the discount, the list, currently the activation?
I think we don't have any report as such, but we have a report. We can see the particular sales order price components. But if you want to see that which discount list is being used, then it's not there because I tried to find it out. We can see that what all reports are available here. Yeah. So only these much are there. So BYD has not introduced any price list yet where we can see the discount list altogether
Mm.
for a like whatever you have set up in the system.
Yeah, but we can print the price list from the system itself. Let's say if you click on edit,
Yes.
and then you can preview this. So you can export that into the PDF format. Let's say if you have the complete price list of 100 items, you can preview that. Okay, in the PDF format you can export. And Priyanka, related to my previous question,
Yes.
related to my previous query. So if you come here in the price list drop down, okay, so whatever is coming on the bottom, that will be on the highest priority, and whatever coming is in the top, that will be with the least priority. Okay, so
Okay.
priority always follows from bottom to top here. So whatever reflecting on the bottom, that would be on the highest priority.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Hari, for the correction. So
Yeah,
basically, we should have the priority from the bottom, not on the basis of what we created first.
correct, correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, this is good. So Gigi, thank you for your attending. Do you have any question regarding this?
No, not yet, but yeah, I think it's a very good time for me because I had no time to get this kind of information for about 1.5 years. So I'm reminding some information or knowledge I'm recovering.
It's
Please
totally our
understand the kind
pleasure.
of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's
topic
true.
was very interesting for me, and thank you for your good presentation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
actually, if I add one more comment, Gigi,
Yes.
you know, the 3 years back when we implement the first the process in Singapore, there was not such a functionality at the time, but by design is now evolving the every quarter, every month. They are adding some more functionalities, which is great. So we can give a very specific discount, specific product, specific customers, specific promotions. This is such a nice. So we believe we can customize very easily to, let's say, some slow moving product with a special discount, special pricing, special account. So these are the really nice dynamic this system. So I think you like later.
Okay, I think there's a very good news for some companies. Yeah. I really hope I can get a chance to apply this kind of a new functionality.
We hope so.
yeah. And also, if you work on these price lists of your team working, and if they face any issue in other price list or discount list, which I have not given the demo for, then you can just request for that and we will have the another session.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else having any question? I think it's fine. So what are the key takeaways from this session is that first we learned that what is the price list and then the discount list in the system. And then we saw that how they are going to reflecting in the sales document. We can also try the same in the service documents. And then we learned that how the priority is being set up for these price lists. Thank you to the Hari. So according to that, it will come from the bottom of the price list. It will take the priority from there. And then about the how we can have the data for this price list apart from the system, if we have to share with someone which cannot be done from the system. So for that, we can just have a preview and export that price list. Also, we have the SAP BYD add in Excel option. Through that, we can do it faster. So if there are a lot of product list or something, then we also have the option in the BYD system. So if any one of you having any doubts while working on these, then you can let me know, and then we can have more discussion on the same. Because BYD design is very vast. There are a lot of things we can try here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.